All right.
Question I have.
We should be all
Yes.
good to go.
Campaign link, I must ask. Where would it be?
Oh,
Campaign. You don't. What?
It's in the campaign link thing. Oh no, actually, it's not.
Do we need it for the new one? Is that what we're asking for? What are we asking for?
Wow.
Wait. Are we doing a new one? Or are we
No.
doing the same one?
The same one, and then we're starting a new one later.
Oh! Messed up I have. Okay. Okay. Ready I am. Oh, shoot. My phone. Alright, I'm ready.
Lay down.
No. Papa, I feel sorry. Papa.
Whenever you're ready, Sir Wyatt. I feel like Wyatt died.
It's not letting me in anymore.
Into what?
The Forgotten Quest.
It's not?
Maybe I can go in through my own character.
It's your campaign. It should be there.
Reasonably, that would make sense.
Yeah, mine's right here.
Lay down.
I got
Accidentally
into
deletes whole campaign.
it.
Well, actually, I've had this problem before, and I just texted it to myself. Okay, I need a recap on where everybody is right now.
I'm at home. Serena's at home.
No, in the game. Yeah, the game.
What is this?
I'm heading to the human kingdom.
Yeah, we are in the dwarf kingdom. Yeah, because that's our boy. Our boy Sven got swooped up.
I got.
He yeetered like a mosquito. I think I just had Rothmere sitting to the side because, like, I had to join through him.
I think Price was asleep.
Oh yeah, he's in
In
your
the Poke
box.
Bowl.
Oh, he's in my box. That's right. He is in my box. I have no idea. No idea where Trash Man and
Kung Fu
Oh,
Panda?
yeah, they are, they have their PETA organization set up.
Oh yeah, Sinri was the one who kind of effed up and allowed Sven to get taken. So, because yeah, she's sitting in a corner crying, invisible right now.
Literally.
Yeah.
With attempted to stab himself multiple times.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
what we're doing.
back in the thing. Okay, we'll get to everything will kind of wrap up here pretty soon. So kind of like what we discussed last week. As you guys pull up to the where the train stops, it stops, and a group of dwarves are waiting outside wearing T-shirts that say "Magical Experiences on Magic Mountain," and they have little like hats that look like magic crystals, and they're kind of like waiting eagerly for you guys to get out of the tram.
I'm still invisible at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said the doors opened? Sorry.
The dwarven magical lock kind of like loosens itself, so you guys can escape.
Okay. And how long has it been since the jester took Sven?
Literally like 15 minutes.
Um,
Go.
I say to I guess to the dwarves. I say, did you see a jester run off with our friend Sven?
Oh, I say that I have. Wow, we've been standing here at this tunnel waiting for you to come out. We're give you greeting the king and apparently towards your gods.
Hmm. All right. Well, I guess lead the way.
Hmm?
Hey, us, and like 6 other like little dwarfs come out from behind them. All of them are like distinctly visually different, but they're all kind of wearing the same outfit. And like one of them's walking a little bit slower than the other ones, and then it seems like one of them has had a bad day today. But they kind of lead you guys. Well, they lead Rothmere, Joe, and Kanan. And then the leader like stops and is like, "Wait, I know you said one of your friends was missing, but where's the other one?"
Somewhere in the little train thing. I don't know where she went, but she's in there somewhere. We had
Oh, is she very small?
no, she's not small. Um, we had a small incident on our way up here.
Well, we can do a dwarven sweep for you if you'd like.
Sure, whatever that is.
Okay, so he kind of looks over and nods to the other dwarves, and they all like hang up on the door, and then they all squeeze in at the same time and just start like grabbing at stuff in the air. Um,
Oh
of course,
God!
Henry, you see this. You see 7 dwarfs kind of bundle tiny little area and just start grabbing at stuff.
Please tell me they don't grab any lower, like below my neck.
Well, you're on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they like one of them kind of pats your head and is like, "Oh, I think we found her. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you please step off the side?"
I kind of like I sit up and I sniffle and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, excuse me, I don't want to step on you. So I just kind of like maneuver my way out of there.
Right before you go, though, one of them that kind of has a snot nose and tugs on your sleeve.
Hey, what?
He tugs on your sleeve.
Oh, yes. Can I help you?
I'm usually not good with words, but this usually makes me feel better. And he holds up a lollipop.
He holds up a lollipop. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I know he can't see me, but I turn around. Are you sure you want to give that to me? I mean, you seem like you're having a really bad day too, so I don't want to take that from you.
My nose is always writing. And the other dwarfs give me multiple of these. He kind of like reaches into his pocket and he like lifts out like 12 more.
I just kind of look at him. I'm like, okay, then thank you. That it really makes me feel better. Thank you. And I take the lollipop and I go on ahead, I guess. So all you see is like a walking lollipop. It's fine.
lollipop just kind of floats out of the cart. Um, well, Rothmir and Junko have, of course, been silent ever since the incident. So they just kind of follow you, Kanan, more shocked than anything. And the leader dwarf kind of gets everyone back on track and starts heading to a open field area, but like the ground is crystallized rock that you
Okay.
can see for like miles straight down.
Okay.
And it's like so like you can see that there's like stuff frozen underneath the crystals,
Okay.
and like you pass a bunch of random stuff, like stuff that doesn't really look like anything you know, like cars, buildings look weird. One is like humongous, like gorilla-looking thing, kind of frozen down there. But the dwarves kind of like get a few, like you guys walk for a little bit, and one of the dwarves turns around and he's like, "Okay, so we are here. It's a very short walk from where we built the thing. They were one of the first things we found. So if you want to get started on this, yes."
Yeah. The sooner the better.
And he kind of gestures over to two people, two what looks like humans, just kind of in the wall.
Okay. You said these humans are in the wall?
Yeah, in the like crystal.
Okay.
And you guys have your crystal mining gear.
Okay. What about the dragon?
Oh, we actually almost got him sought out already. Well, we usually tend to get the bigger stuff out first, but I think he's got like probably about 10 more minutes left on him.
Okay. Well, as you're dealing with him, we will take care of these two.
Radio, and then all of them kind of like single file line stuff. And they're like, you can kind of hear him mumbling like a song to himself.
Okay. Okay.
The well, I'm so you guys kind of start. The machines kind of work automatically. They kind of attach to wherever you want it to. So like you guys put the like Rothmir and Yuko help out, but they put the like mining gear next to it, and it calls them out. And the first one to come out is the first one to come out is a mid-sized guy. He's probably about 8 foot tall, darker skin, but like real nice dark robes. And he kind of like he isn't fully conscious, but he does step out automatically, and he just kind of like shakes off the frozenness, and he looks up, and he's like, "Oh, what is this? What's happening?"
Do I recognize this as Hades?
You do, but he has been, from what you originally know him as, he's been more human.
He's been more humanized?
Yeah, he looks more like a human. Like all the flair and stuff he had before has kind of been toned down.
I imagine am I visible at this point by now?
Yeah, you can become visible at will.
Okay. I step up and I look at him. He's like, Hades? Master Hades? Do
Is
you
it
know?
Henry?
Good, you have your memories. That is perfect.
I'm not 100% sure what's happening. Why are you? He kind of like gestures to himself and like everyone else, and he's like, "This is not my body."
So here's the problem. We were transported to this world, whatever that is, and like everything kind of like shmump together. And to accommodate like your power from our world, they shrunk you down to make it easier. It's like a fun package. Does that make sense? No, probably not. But I know you're a god. But they made you smaller for whatever reason. The world made you smaller. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
I can definitely say I'm not pleased with this outcome, but with the information that you've given me, I fear something bigger than us is at play. Persephone has been thawed out of the ice, or out of the rock as well.
Wait,
And
Persephone?
she is a
Oh, okay, sorry.
a paraphrasing. She is a elf, but she is much smaller than usual, and she's kind of got like almost the same stuff that you have on, like a range guard. And she steps down, and she kind of like steps down much more gracefully than Hades. And Hades kind of stops her before she starts asking a bunch of questions. It's like, this is something that I was talking about before, something bigger than us. And she's like, oh, Sindri, you're here.
Long story short, we're in a different world that's like collided on itself, and to accommodate your power, they shrank you and made you accommodate, like made your body accommodate whatever the world does. And also, fun fact, we're in a permanent reset. So when we do something stupid, so when we
What?
do something stupid, we reset the world, and everyone else knows what goes on except for the people that got reset. So that's what happened.
Have we already had this discussion before?
No.
You seem very calm.
You and I have never had this conversation, but the reset has happened at least once, and it hasn't been the most funnest thing ever. Which, by the way, that obsidian person over there, that's Rothmere, and I don't know how to unchange him because he exploded into it.
Rothmere at this point is kind of like, he's really straight away from the rest of the group. And he's like kind of off in the distance, but still like within eyesight. But he kind of like lifts his hand up and waves. And Persephone was like, "Oh, okay, this is definitely an unusual situation. I can attempt to put him back if that's something that you'd like."
That's if he chooses it. But if you can, Lady Persephone, that would be wonderful. However, I don't know if it'll work, because things are really weird here. Because apparently you can't touch people. Except when you kiss them, you can see all kinds of fun things in their brain.
Juko just kind of, but yeah, like more questioning, like, what? But Persephone's like, Rothmere, come over here, and he kind of like does the me. And he comes over and he's like, hey, if we can do the whole body switch thing, that'd be real nice. And she kind of like touches both sides of his face, and the magic paint peels off, and the fake mouth falls off. And then it looks like she's like trying to channel something into him, but it's like reflecting off of it. And then she like kind of grips a little bit tighter, and it melts the obsidian. The obsidian is still like undamaged, but it turns into liquid and falls off of the suit of armor. And then his old suit of armor kind of like tumbles back onto the ground.
Huh.
And she's like, he should be recovered in about 5 to 6 hours.
Well, thank you, Lady Persephone. That was most kind. I have one more thing. Maybe you guys might know, but apparently my tattoo and my prophecy, the one I was given at birth, are also connected to this world as well. When I first said my prophecy, there was a tear that came off and brought Rothmere here, and then every time I've done it, time has stopped and then weird things have happened. So that's also something really interesting too.
Hades kind of looks over at Persephone, and Persephone looks back at him, and Hades looks over and goes, we believe that the prophecy that you were given from the seer, you know what I mean, has been hijacked by someone else.
Wait,
They've taken literal meaning of your prophecy and corrupted it.
how can someone do that, Master Hades? I didn't think that was possible.
Neither did we. Before we were taken from our we had a theory that words have much more power when spoken by higher level entities, as myself and Persephone.
So
But we fear that another high level creature has worked together with another one to take the seal, the protection, out of your prophecy and replace it with a lock or a cap.
So let's say that's a thing, because I feel like that's really true. What would this lock or cap do? Like, would it just prevent me from doing anything? Would it just kill me completely? Like, what would it do?
I do believe that if whatever entity has done this, had it out for you, they would have already attempted your life. But we have not figured out yet what they might have done to change it, or how. But now that we are here, we are indisposed to help.
Is there a like a Joker jester entity by any chance? Because that sounds something like what the jester does, or what he might do. Because every time I've used it, except for the first time, he's stopped time and then he's been there. And I'm not quite sure what this jester wants except to kill one of our friends. So Is that possible? Is that is that an entity by any chance?
There were before the Titans, there were entities that were believed to be fake, as they still are, that created some of the constellations that have been known to the populace of mankind. One of them being a constellation known as the Time Fool. It said that he would show up every time a tradition was about to be performed and destroy whatever he could until he was put back where he came from. But we have not seen any of that before, so I have no reason that's him now.
Oh, that's really interesting. And I just go up and after that, I just hug them because I miss them so much.
Persephone is really receptive of it, and even Hades kind of does the fatherly one arm kind of shoulder thing. And while this is kind of happening, you notice your boy, the big man himself, Dragon Age Inquisition, kind of coming around the corner with the 7 dwarfs, and they kind of get out of his way. Because whenever he sees you, he kind of charges almost. But he gets right there next to you, and he's like, Kanan!
Igneel! I'm like, I bow.
Igneel! He's like, oh, honor and dignity as always. This is something great right here.
I say, Igneel, there's a lot more going on here than I think I can handle. I need your help, and that's why I've come here. Guys? Okay.
After all this time, and all of the things that you've done for the people of this world, my power has been getting stronger and stronger every time you bring light into one of these people's lives. So, my power is the crops that you have been sowing this past year. So it is yours to use.
Good. We're gonna need all the help we can get. There is one thing. There is a jester who has taken one of our friends. We can't seem to, I don't know, seem to fight him, seem to get past him. Every single time we encounter him, he's always one step ahead of us. He's pure chaos, and I don't think we can win.
Not with that attitude. No, Igneel looks perplexed and looks around you guys. He's like, well, never say that you can lose a battle, because that only invites more chances to lose the battle. On the subject, there was more of you, correct? Last time I spoke, I believe there was 7 of you.
Of our group, there were, but we've all split. We've all lost connection.
Someone has definitely lost connection.
Wait, what happened? Did I miss something? Did I miss something?
No, you didn't
What
miss
happened?
anything.
Now's the perfect time for that too.
Uh-oh.
Well, well, if this jester is truly as formidable as you say, we need as many people as we can get on this job.
Then we'll need to find them, but I don't know where everyone is, and we've made a new friend, but I don't know if we can trust him. He's a bit aggressive.
It just zooms into freaking Tank ripping some dude's head off. Like, but he's like, well, you were once aggressive at a time, but you've learned to take your anger and repress it for something better.
Yeah, very true. But it was thanks to you that I was able to get past that. I don't know if I can reach him the same way. Yeah.
Look, you never tried.
You got it. You can be my Ignore baby. But he like looks down and he looks over at Persephone and Hades, and they kind of like give a respectful like nod of power, like yeah, we feel you. We see that like we're all footing here and we're on the same team. And then Igneo kind of looks over and goes, oh, well, I can take to the sky to scout out. I believe there was 4 missing.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
Any clue as to where the newest brash one went?
Do I know where he went?
I mean, yeah.
You would know that Nathan was heading
Like
to
one of the
Kingdom.
one of the only like 10 things that he said was like, I gotta go find Milo.
He was looking for a man named Miles, and we said it could be our old friend Milo. He could be headed to the human kingdom. Try to find him.
All right. And what of Trashman and Portia?
Something about animal rescue. I'm not 100% sure on them.
I will more than likely stumble upon them on my way to the human. And he.
Sorry. Real quick, I opened the box to let Thrice out to see if he's
A dragon in a box?
see if he's if he's up now or not. Well, huh?
Hey there.
Jumps down from the crystal mountain. Hello there, General Kano. So you kind of like, I'm assuming, come out of the box. Like they put you in kind of a Pokeball situation, so you can come out of your own will.
What's going on, guys? What about this? Wait a minute. Where are we?
We are.
One of the dwarves looks over.
Go ahead.
He's like, "Well, you're at Magic Mountain."
Magic Mountain. Huh. Anyone want to explain what impossibly Valhalla this place could be?
Hmm?
I missed part of that. What?
What was that?
Oh no, I missed part of what you said. You said explain something. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, this is. I said, can anyone explain what possibly this place could be?
uh, maybe. From what I understand, it's the home of the dwarves, but this place in particular is where people are summoned or brought when they get to this world. That's all I know.
I see. So, what now? Where are we going?
Well, Igneal, up there, is looking for the rest of our party, and then from here, I'm not sure.
A hunting, I see. It should be interesting. Who are we missing?
We're missing our new
It's a group of a-holes. They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh. I look at Igneal and I say, all right, where after we find them, what is our plan?
Well, I feel as if this jester has came and taken one of your friends without harming any of you. He might be doing this out of a sense of enjoyment more so than a sense of purpose.
Actually, I'm the one that messed up and got our friend taken. And I kind of like step back and I look at Persephone and Hades, and then I look at the rest of the group.
Oh, disowned immediately. God, why would you do that? But like he gets over at you and he's like, "Well, the past is in the past, and mistakes can be rewritten if only future is used wisely." I say that right, Kanan. I feel like I'm speaking like myself.
That sounds about right to me.
Perfect. Well, I will go to the human kingdom as the fastest one. If you two, I've lined the other two.
I'm hearing double.
That sound.
Okay, I see what's happening here. Yeah, hey, also, mute your mic. We can hear you playing games on your phone.
I'm texting.
Okay.
Are you texting? Oh, I thought it was a game. I'm like, oh, shoot.
Oh, that
Like,
hurt.
I know that sound from
He was
anywhere.
texting me. That's part of my bad too.
Oh, no, you guys are good.
Collusion.
All right.
Come to a
So should we then I say we regroup, find this jester, and we save Sven.
That too. That too.
sounds like a plan to me. And he kind of like lifts off and heads out. And then we're going to go ahead and jump over to Ghost Rider over here on his motorcycle.
Ghost Rider.
So you've been on the past 2 days to get here, just like nonstop since that power core from the goblins, the goblin woblins, and you get to the human kingdom, and it is, man, like this is a trashed kingdom. Like they have not been taking care of stuff around here, it seems. So the first thing you noticed is like there's a lot more blood than there probably should be coating the castle walls. There's lava really close to the surface And like there's a force field up, but it's like decaying and flickering.
Oh. This doesn't look bad or look too good at all.
He's prime real estate. There's two guards out front that look malnourished. Like their armor's barely on them, and they're kind of standing there with like their spears. And one of them looks up at you. He goes,
Are you okay?
and both of them start kind of shambling towards you.
Oh. Well, what do they look like?
Well, they just look like malnourished humans.
Oh. I'm gonna walk towards them, and as I'm doing that, I'm gonna be like, "Listen, I mean you guys no harm. I'm looking for a man named Milo. Any idea where I could find him?"
The one that's kind of gotten the closest to you, he isn't close enough to hit you, but he swings at you and kind of stumbles a little bit, and then looks up and he goes to swing again.
I basically just kind of like grab his hand, and I'm like, "Listen, I am not in the mood to fight. I've been riding for a long time. I just need some answers. If you're not going to be able to talk, I can just walk on in, and you guys can do whatever you want to do."
The other one has kind of gotten up to you at this point, and he goes to swing on you as well.
And I just kind of actually kind of just like swipe like with my arm, like kind of like to knock him away.
Whenever it hits, it kind of hits like his forearm because he was like up in the swing position, and it you can hear bones snapping, and his arm kind of falls limp, and he like goes to pick up his sword with his left hand, but he's like kind of fumbles and falls over. And the other one has been trying to get out of your grasp, but like he has like no strength at all.
And I basically just pick him up and pick up the other one and kind of like just toss them like on the ground, like away, and I just continue towards the door. Like, get out of here, guys.
Wherever they hit, you can kind of hear like the armor crushing like bones and ripping flesh a little bit. Like their skin is made out of paper. But the force field, as you approach, the AI in your head is kind of like, you're approaching a force field, but I can take care of that. And it creates like a circle that you can walk through.
Okay. And I just walk on through.
The first thing that you can feel right whenever you step through the like entrance is like a million rotten corpses contained in like a mason jar, but you've just opened the lid to the mason jar, so the stench kind of like rolls out.
And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell happened here? And I just kind of look around. What do I see anything?
A few like buildings that have their doors kicked in. A couple of dead bodies just kind of laying around. A few more like people shambling about. But like only like 4 or 5 And then kind of like a bigger one that's not as decayed. And you don't know who this is, but he turns around and he looks you like dead in the eyes. He's like, "In the castle is where we will be. In the castle is where we will be." And he's in golden armor that's been dented and scratched, and he pulls his sword out, and he lifts it, and it has on, like, you can tell because whenever the light hits it, it shines. Engraved on the side, it says Roger S on it.
And I'm like, oh, good. Someone who can kind of talk. You know where I can find Milo.
He kind of looks down, and he just keeps chanting, "In the castles where we must be. In the castles where we must be." And he kind of like he starts heading down the stairs towards you, with the sword still held up high.
Oh my god. I'm like, listen. I don't
I mean, you
really.
just pull up to this town. You're like, "Yo, what up, guys?" And they're like, "Brains," and you're like, "Yo, I mean, calm down, guys."
I'm like, listen. I don't want to fight you. I will if I must. But all I want is Milo.
And he, of course, like kind of ignores you, but like you can tell there is something going behind his eyes. His eyes are actually the only part of him that aren't decayed. The rest of him has like deteriorated.
Yeah. Not
crazy amount, but like his eyes are still bright blue, like perfectly, not even bloodshot. And he goes to swing for you. So
God.
unless you would like to dodge, that would be an initiative roll.
Let me see. Do I have anything besides that? Okay. Yeah, I try to dodge out of the way.
It's actually pretty easy. He kind of like brings the sword down, and it penetrates the ground, and it like creates shatters. But you kind of like sidestep it.
And I'm like, oh my god. Because I can kind of sense that something's going on here. I'm just going to ball up my fist and punch him as hard as I can in his face.
Okay.
In an attempt to knock him out.
Remember, every attack can be non-lethal.
Yeah.
If you want the attack to be non-lethal, you just got to say it, and I'll figure out how that would work.
Yeah. I'm just going to use my fist at this moment to, I'm going to ball up my fist and punch him.
Okay. He doesn't attempt to dodge, so you do get a pretty good strike on him. And it hits him, and he kind of looks confused for a few seconds, and then like his body kind of goes back to more limp. Like he kind of straightens up a little bit, and then he goes back to being more limp. And it does 5 damage to him, and he keeps trying to pull out his sword from the ground.
I want to. Can I attempt to, like, as he's pulling it out? Can I attempt to like kick the sword to try to break it?
Oh yeah, you can.
Because I have 2 attacks or 2 actions. So I want to try to break the sword. Would that be another unarmed strike?
Yeah, you hit it pretty much.
Okay.
You just roll for damage.
And I can use my my increase on strength, so it's like what is it, +5? Or how does that work?
It's a +5 to whatever damage you roll,
Okay.
or
yeah,
you
that'd
can
be
have it go towards like a +5 to accuracy.
okay. But yeah, that would be, since I'm using an unarmed strike. Yeah, that would be 11 damage.
Oh, that's actually just cleared the threshold.
Nice.
So describe how you'd like to break it.
Basically, I just kind of do like a downward like side kick that like hits it right at the hilt.
The leverage that it's in and like the bricks, you kind of hear like a grind for a few seconds and then it just like snaps. And whenever the handle breaks off completely, Roger just kind of like drops to the ground. His eyes are still wide open, but he can't move.
Mm-hmm. And is he face down or is he on his back?
He's on his back.
Okay. I walk up to him, and I wouldn't know him as Roger, obviously, even like, but I'm like,
You
listen,
know he has a sword that says Roger.
yeah. I'm like, hey, listen, is anybody in there? Like,
and you can just see that he's frantically looking around, like he doesn't have control over his mouth.
mm-hmm. I'm like, if you, what you do is you sit right here. You'll be just fine. I'm going to find Milo and end this. Do you understand?
Yeah, he can't really do anything other than listen.
And then I just kind of, oh wait, can I use my not scouter, my eye to see if I can get a better bearing of where Milo might be or anybody else in this town?
Probably in the castle is what the AI says whenever you think that.
Oh, okay.
Kings tend to be there.
I like, well, let's head to the castle then.
Right. So Roger was kind of guarding the castle. So you get up the stairs with no trouble, and you open up the door. And in front of you is a long table set up. There's a few more bodies. They all have party hats on their head.
Oh,
like little tiny, like blue and yellow party hats. There is like a meat pie laying in the center of the table that's like about 3 days old. And you see your boy Miles sitting up on the throne, kind of slumped over a little bit.
And I noticed that. Do I notice that he looks like all the other decayed people?
Yeah.
And I'm like, after all this time, I finally found you, and you're this. Are you in there, Miles?
Where you say that, he kind of like, it looks like he's being held up by strings, but you don't see any strings, and he kind of like snaps to attention, and it brings his body out of the chill bit, and he's like, "Well, howdy, Kanan. It's been good time seeing you. I didn't think you'd show up."
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't miss this for the world. What is going on? And why do you look like? Oh, I see. I guess people are dying to get in, aren't they?
That's a good one, Kanan. Did you bring Henry with you?
Did I bring who?
Oh, don't tell me you and her already split up already.
I didn't hear who you say I brought with me.
It's Henry.
Why would I bring her?
Well, you two are dating, aren't you?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I just met her. And then she... Yeah, I just met her. I've been looking for you.
Well, I sent you a couple messages.
You sent me
And
a
he
couple
kind of
messages.
like flops up out of the chair and like he moves like he's walking towards you, but his feet are just kind of hitting the ground, and he's coming down the stairs to you.
Oh dear Lord. Just explain. What are you even talking about? What messages?
You know, the messages I sent you about staying out of my way. I'm real sorry about that. Didn't mean for that to sound so threatening.
Hold on a sec. Oh, wait a minute. Out of out of game.
Yeah.
Okay, I totally missed that, so that's my bad. Now I understand why he's. That's yeah, because he wouldn't know that Nathan wasn't there. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Back on the game.
White buddy Kanan whenever you walked on.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. I can't believe I missed that. Back in game. Back in character. It's like,
Back to reality.
I seem to understand. You're referring to the other guy, Kanan, right?
The other guy, did you develop mixed personalities or something?
Do you not know who you're fucking looking at?
Well, of course I do. My longtime friend Kanan.
Yeah. You remember Kanan being like a cyborg?
Kanan's not a cyborg, silly.
Yeah, I know. Kanan's not. I am, though. I'm not Kanan. You're not whoever this is.
Whenever you
You're
say
Miles.
that, he kind of like slumps down a little bit, and then the doors behind the throne open up, and Enoch, which you don't know who this is, but you know what he looks like. He's bigger now, and he kind of like flooshes into the room, and he's like, "Huh? How did you get past the barricade, and Roger?"
Two dead guys and the other half dead guy that I just kind of beat up. Those guys you're talking about?
Yes, the zombie titan that I made outside.
Yeah. I punched him in the face really hard, and that was all it took.
No. You had to have done something else. Because these things don't die that easy.
I didn't kill him. I punched him really hard, and he decided to take a nap.
Wait a second. Why do you look so familiar?
You've never seen me before.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Do you think I'm Kanan too?
What? Oh. He's kind of like, "No, I remember you. You're a cannon fodder, right? driving that caravan across the desert.
And what do you know of that?
It really did a number on you, didn't it? Well, you and this one over here
Yeah,
was cruising along the desert, I believe escorting a man by the name of Oscar.
that's correct.
It is you. How did you get out of that hole?
No thanks to Miles over here. I don't know how I got out of the hole. I woke up 5 years later in a coma. I woke up from a coma, and it was 5 years later. And I'm in this. My last recollection is my good friend Miles walking away from the hole that I was left in to die. So I've been hunting him ever since I woke up.
Mm.
But it looks like uh you know, he's already suffered what, you know, at whatever happened to him now.
It's funny because he actually pleaded with me whenever we originally struck the bargain. He told me that you would make a great servant as well, if only I helped you out of that hole. I didn't figure that you were still alive, but I guess I was wrong.
Wait, hold on a second. Explain to me what happened.
You definitely are Miles' friend. So, large missile hit the caravan from an unknown benefactor. I stumbled across it, made a deal with Miles that I would revive him and bring him back to life if he served me whenever I needed him. He told me that you were still alive and was resilient enough to be revived as well. I didn't care, and so I took him and just recently activated him here in this world.
So, and what happened to him now? Why does he look like he's dead? And why doesn't he remember me?
He's my puppet. We expected someone else to arrive for the party, but I feel like you might be a little bit more entertaining.
So he's is he dead?
No, just like Roger outside, he's just catatonic. But
So my this whole quest that I've been on to avenge what I thought was a betrayal is not. He wanted to save me, and it was you that left me to die.
wow, quite perceptive, aren't you?
So explain to me then what did you need? What has you been doing with Milo this whole time, or Miles, or however? Why is he like he is? Why isn't like he didn't look like a little short little munchkin guy over there? Or is that something to do with what's going on with this world or whatever?
To be frank with you, I don't care. You aren't the one I expected, so I feel as if I owe you nothing. And I owe you nothing a second time.
Well, I came here for revenge. I came here to revenge the person who left me to die. And looks like I found him.
Indeed, it did. And he kind of like snaps his fingers, and Milo like jumps into a fighting stance.
Oh,
We're going to zoom on back over to the other ones right before the fight, because that stuff will be happening at the same time that this next stuff happens.
Yeah.
So, Persephone, Hades, Junko, Rothmere, Price, Kanan, Sinri, the Seven Dwarfs.
What about
Honestly,
what about
have
Trash?
a freaking army built.
What about Trash Man?
You guys are hunting Trash Man.
Oh, that's right.
So you
Never
guys
get a
have got
picture.
from the mountain. Citizens of Metro City.
I didn't
So
mean
you guys
to.
have got down to the forest, and it wasn't too hard to find them. Honestly, they've got a lot of signs up. So
Okay.
Daniel, are you there, buddy?
Are they though?
I am. I'm here. He was having trouble hearing.
Oh.
Ah.
Valerie made me go deaf. Oh.
Sorry.
Alrighty. Well, you guys have, while you guys were gone, we did a year jump, like a time jump, and we had it where you guys opened up like a PETA animal rescue center.
All right.
Just, as something to do for a whole year. You guys have been just helping endangered animals this whole time.
Cool.
But it seems as if your old party from a year ago has decided that they need your help. So you guys approach the property. It looks like Nat Geo Wild, and it's got like kind of a big main office. And it's got like wooden walls to keep the animals inside, but the animals are all like free range.
Okay.
And they like it looks like the ground and stuff has been shifted and carved by like magic.
Okay.
But other than like a barrier that only allows humans in, like sentient creatures and not animals, so you guys can actually get in. The door is always open, so.
Well, that's nice. I say, Portia. Ty. Hello.
Who's there?
It is it's Kanan and Sinri.
What? You guys, we haven't seen you forever. Come on in.
All right. We have a few people with us. If you don't mind them coming in.
Okay, so who are these folks? I'm not trying to be rude, just want to know.
DM, who all is everybody going inside too?
Yeah, you only got Juko, Rothmere, Hades, Persephone, Zenri, Kanan, Price.
Oh, I guess Igneel, because he's so big, he stayed outside.
He's flying to the human kingdom.
Oh, okay. Golly, he took off.
Oh yeah, he bucked up.
Well, this is our friend Junko. I think you've met Rothmere.
Junko too.
You've met Sinri. This is her gods Persephone and Hades. And our new friend Price here, the dragon.
Well, it's nice to see you guys and nice to meet all the new folks and dragon. That's super cool. We're glad you guys are here.
Yeah. The thing is, we kind of need your guys' help. Um, there is a jester roaming around. It took a friend of ours, and the only way we're gonna get him back or defeat him is if we're all united.
Wait, is it Finn?
Sven, yeah.
Finn is in trouble? Like, what happened?
uh, we were on our way to the Dwarf Kingdom. We were on the way to Magic Mountain, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, this jester's in there with a knife in Sven's chest and takes off with him.
Oh man, yeah, anything. He's super cool. I mean, I don't I don't really know how we can help, but I I think Trash Man here, I mean, he's not saying much right now, but yeah, I think he would be down for that. You know, we would have to find someone to kind of help with the animals maybe, but yeah, we'll go along.
Your little farmhand, after you say that, kind of stumbles in, and it's Ruby.
Oh
And
God!
Ruby.
she
Aw.
looks over and she's like, I went ahead and fed all the animals, ma'am. Is there anything else you need me to do?
Yeah, actually there is. You see, Ty and I have to go do some things for probably a long time. So, would you guys, would you be cool with hanging out here and keeping an eye and making sure none of the animals die immediately unless it's of old age?
I can sure try. Would it be okay if I called my sisters in to help?
Sure. They are they good with animals?
No.
Very much so. He kind of like runs over and like kind of motions, because her ride was here to pick her up, which is her family, to go home for the day. But now that you guys are possibly going to die, they are, I guess, taking care of business. But 5 more girls come in. All of them look almost identical to Ruby. And she's like, well, we've got Opal, Garnet, Amethyst.
Diamond.
Emerald.
Quartz. And
Ooh,
Ruby. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. She's me and her came out as twins, so our parents just named us both Ruby.
Okay, that's keeps it easy. That's great. Great. So there's, we're probably going to be gone for a while, but I do want you to know a couple of things before we go. Ruby's pretty good at taking care of the animals, but just be careful around my favorite, the harpy eagle, because he can be kind of sassy, and if you make him mad, he'll go at your face. So just try not to make him mad. I mean, he likes, really quiet music, and he likes to be read to, but just try not to make him mad so he doesn't end up killing you by eating your face. Do you think you can handle that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Oh, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. And, if you have any questions, I'm sure there's some smart people around that could probably help answer them. Maybe, something like that.
This wildlife preserve in the middle of the forest. Yeah, we'll find somebody.
Yeah, there's plenty of people around. Plenty of people around.
No, all righty. I guess I'll start the second cycle of feeding and get these lots filled in.
Oh, that would be awesome. You are great, and we'll maybe see you some point. I don't really know.
Well, she and her sisters of rocks kind of head out. Nothing to do with Steven Universe, by the way. They head out and they kind of like disperse a little bit to go do their job, and it just kind of leaves all of you together.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So you need our help. Why us? We fight all the time, and we're obsessed with animals. But why us?
Because you guys were summoned here like we were, and you helped us for a little bit back there. The more hands we have on this, the better. He's a slippery little serpent, and it's gonna take a lot more than just me and Senri. It's gonna take a whole team.
Well, we've been through a lot together, just the first hour we were together. But we're here for you guys. We are.
That's good. It's good to hear.
Yep.
Now, DM, is there some sort of ride that we can use to get out of here?
I'm eating goldfish crackers. Yeah, there is.
Can we take said ride?
Swallowing. Junko walks up. Like, okay, now that we've got 8 people, I feel like we're gonna need a bigger ride. If you wouldn't mind, Kanan, can I talk to Synth real quick?
Sure. And I don't know if did we ride her here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She kind of walks over to Synth and pets her, and Synth is like, and she's like, okay, if you're okay with this, then she does the enlarge reduce spell on her. It makes her 12 times bigger.
Are we talking Clifford the Big Red Dog, or bigger than that?
Clifford the Big Red Dog would look like a puppy.
Oh wow!
Oh whoa!
It's a big that's a big dog. Okay.
Straight up a kaiju.
Yes.
No, it's a pup Jew.
And Junko kind of turns
a pup Jew.
Well, I think that this might suffice. We should be able to catch up with Igneal now.
Yeah, I would say that this will work.
Takes
Igneal
2
just
steps.
turns around and he's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, takes 2 steps and we're already at the human kingdom.
Hide you up in this shit. Up to the castle and smashes everybody. Oops.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
All right. So everyone hops up on big old puppy.
Yeah, we do a superhero jump.
Yep.
Well, Synth kind of gets down as low as she can, but it's still not that helpful.
And I fly up just to, be a show off on what I can do.
Oh, I don't think Junko ever really got to hang out with Portia. I feel like the personalities would get along really well.
What'd you try to say there, Wyatt?
That Portia probably wouldn't try to make out with Junko.
I didn't make out with her. I did not make out with her.
I mean, you did kiss her, unprovoked. But she sees you fly up to the top of Synth. She's like, "Oh, I can't do that, but I can do this." And she casts a spell on her legs. And she like crouches down, and then she like jumps, and it cracks the ground in, and she manages to jump all the way up there.
Whoa, you did that without any wings or anything. That's crazy.
My legs hurt now, though.
Oh, well.
I do have some webbing for the other one though.
Oh, all right.
She kind of shoots like. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but she has 6 arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
So
impressed.
each hand kind of not impressed. I can do that. Shoots
What?
webbing all the way down Synth for you guys to climb up.
Hey, okay.
He's steep.
Whoa. Show off.
Yeah, no, 100% gonna get along. But so you guys get on Synth. Synth starts. You scream at the top of your lungs to go, and she still doesn't hear you, so she just kind of assumes that you want to go, because her ears are really far away. So she starts running, and you can see like all of like you guys are moving at like Mach speed almost, because she's not slowed down by the fact that she's bigger. She's just faster. So you guys can see in the distance the human kingdom, and you can see that it also looks pretty weird. And you can see Igneo kind of like flying towards it, but you're definitely gaining on him.
Is he in earshot?
Yeah.
I mean, if Synth barked, everyone in the island could
No,
hear it.
not if Synth barked, but if I were able to yell, would he be able to hear me?
No.
Oh man. Okay.
He's still a portion ahead of you. But,
Okay.
like on a regular size Synth, it'd probably be like 5 days to the kingdom. But this Synth, it's gonna be like as long as it takes Nathan to beat up Milo. So we're gonna jump back over to the human kingdom. And Milo's in a fighting stance, and his legs are like really floppy, like a puppet, but his arms are like rigid. And he's still Milo, and he looks like a little tiny fatigued version of Milo. And out of his mouth, you kind of hear like a mock version, and it's like, "Pop your dukes."
I turn it. Is Panic still there? You know.
He sat down on the throne and like with his leg up, and he's kind of doing like the finger motions to control Milo.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna fight him.
That's a shame. Milo pulls out the King's Blundergat, and he fires.
Oh.
Let's see if this boy hits. He doesn't. He misses. Hennig didn't realize that the Blundergat was a shotgun, so none of the bullets like do damage to you because you're too far away. And he's like, "Oh, I guess that's short range. Move in, Milo." And Miles kind of like jiggles towards you.
And I like, Miles, if you're in there, like, give me some sort of sign.
You can see that his eyes are also like every time he moves, his helmet kind of like plops up a little bit. And what used to be his completely black eyes are his original eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking around frantically, just like how Roger was.
I'm like, and I bet, and I'm dressing Enoch again. Like, I bet you think it'd be funny if I attacked this shell of a creature.
It would be hilarious, yes.
Like,
dang it, I didn't expect him to say that. Kiro is hyper focused on this. He's thinking about nothing other than this. Hinnick. DuckTales. Woo!
I was like, Miles, I'm gonna try something. It's gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. Trust me. And just like with Roger, I'm gonna run up and I am going to punch Milo as hard as I humanly possibly can in the face.
DuckTales. Woo.
Do I need a roll for attack?
Yeah. We're practically in a fight at this point, but with a lot more talking.
Oh, jeez. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh God. All right. Yeah. There's a lot of crap in the way.
Yeah.
So you don't quite land the punch, but you do bulldoze like everything that was on the table out of the way.
Yeah.
You're within a striking distance of him now if you want to use your second turn on punching.
Yes, I do. That's better. That's a 26. So that's an 11-point damage on my punch.
Okay. He kind of like snaps back and like his limbs kind of like flail around like if you punched a puppet.
Yeah.
And Hinnick kind of like leans forward and he's like, Milo, do that thing that you always did before. And Milo's like, rightio! Instead of taking 11 damage, he now takes 5 damage because he's evasive.
Forgot about that.
So now it only did 5 damage to him. And he kind of like snaps back into place. He's like, my turn! And he like pulls up the gun, but it's facing the butt end of it's facing you.
Oh no.
And he like goes like he aims it at your face. But give me a second. Okay. Yeah, wow, that actually hit. As you're looking at this idiot about to shoot himself, Cybot lands on your back with a dagger and gets a sneak attack on you.
Nice.
And he gets his dagger wedged in between your arm and your flesh.
Oh, nice.
He's not going for damage. He just disabled your arm.
I figured as much.
And Hinnick kind of like lets out a roar of laughter. And then Cybot kind of disappears into the darkness again and appears next to Milo. Cybot looks freaking jacked. Like, he looks like if Milo did steroids.
Oh, jeez. Did Milo pull the trigger, by the way?
No, it was literally just a distraction.
Oh, okay. God. I'm like, oh, very smart, disabling the arm. Good thing I have a spare, and because he's standing right in front of me still.
Yeah.
I punch him with my right arm, straight in the face.
Roll to hit.
Yep. Does a 19 hit? Yeah, 19 hits.
Yes.
And then since it's not my cyber arm, it's a 6 damage again. So 3 if he does the.
Yeah, he has to do 3 again. And he kind of like takes the hit and kind of like bounces back into place, and he's like, "Ow, you're hurting me, buddy." And his eyes have gotten like more watery, and they're like more like looking directly at you, panicked, like, "Oh God, he's gonna murder me."
Like Miles, whatever you're calling yourself now. If you're in there, Give me a sign. I don't want to do this.
He kind of looks at you, like you can see that his eyes like shift up to you, and they like he blinks. And since you guys served in the military together, he does a thieves' cant version of Morse code.
Yeah.
And he sends out an SOS to you.
Okay. What does it say?
SOS.
Oh, just SOS. That's literally what it says. I thought it was gonna be like some.
No, these combat segments are happening in like 6 seconds. So
Yeah, that's right. And I'm like, what do you? What should I do?
you little garbage creature. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Okay. For his turn, he didn't quite make it, and you feel that there's another Cybot reaching into your gun holster to grab one of your pistols.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel it because you rolled too low for the sleight of hand.
Okay. So I reach out and try to stop it.
Okay. This one's smaller than the like Omega Cybot. This is like a Beta Cybot. So you like easily grab it and like lift it up because it's still like a 3 foot tall creature.
And I just go. Like, I take it one of yours, and I just toss it away. I'm like, tell me how to help you.
Just kind of like he was laughing at the first, but now he's just kind of sitting there more inquisitively than ever, just looking like can't wait for Kanan to get here so I can get a real fight in. But and well, what's his tit? Milo looks up like towards his forehead, and he keeps just gesturing up with his eyes, but not his forehead though. Like he's not referring to his forehead.
But he's looking up. So I look up. What do I see?
Well, you don't see anything on the roof. If he Tom and Jerry's you, I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah, he hits your armor class. He unarmed strikes you in the crotch.
Ah! Well, good thing I can't feel anything, so it doesn't matter to me. Now his leg.
You've lost ball privileges. So he gets to strike off on your nuts. I'm not gonna tell you the damage because I'm keeping track of it. But
yep.
He just straight shots. Like you can tell that the body is acting outside of what the eyes are trying to do.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I really wish. All right. You want to play difficult? Well, we can play that game. And I want to I want to pull out one of my pistols and aim it right for his nuts and shoot.
You're gonna shoot Milo in the nuts
with a non-lethal like bullet.
Well, yeah, probably. Let's see if you miss or not. Go ahead and roll for hit.
Actually, no. I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna kick him. Kick him as hard as I can in the nuts.
All right, I don't strike him. This is the awkwardest fight I think I've seen in a long time.
A 17 definitely beats that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another 6 damage.
3 damage.
Yeah. I mean, but I kicked him in the fucking nuts. So
it actually reels the back end of him up in the air, and he kind of like does like 2 flips. And his cords get tangled up, and his arms are like jacked up now, and he's kind of like floating there. And Hinnick gets up, and he's like, "Oh, God, this is boring." And he kind of floats Milo to the side, and then he grabs a jewel off the crown that he's wearing, and he like starts holding it out towards you, and you can feel like an invisible force trying to push you out of the kingdom as he gets closer.
Oh. As he does that, I do pull out my revolver this time and aim to shoot him in the face. Hinnick in the face with my revolvers.
Go for it.
Oh, God. Well, a 9 definitely doesn't hit. I got a nat 1.
No, the force field has kind of like made it where the bullet trajectory is really weird, so it kind of like spirals off.
Yeah.
And he's like, at this point now, it's pushing you, and he's like, "Yep, shoot me with your rudimentary weapons all you want. Just, I'm waiting for someone else, please." And he's still pushing you out of the castle.
And I try to resist it. I yell at him. I'm like, "Give me back my friend, you bastard."
I need him for another friend of his.
Well, I don't care what other friend or whoever you're looking for. I just want my friend.
Well, after we get done with what I'm trying to do, I'll let you bury him.
Am I able to try to resist the spell, or is he have the force field trying to push me out?
It actually has, he's using the entire contingency on just pushing you out. So there's no longer a force field over the whole kingdom anymore.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, that is good to know, especially since you start to feel the ground rumble.
And I'm like, you're not going to get away with this. I'll kill you.
You'll kill me, you won't kill me, he'll kill you, you'll kill him. At this point, I wish someone would die, just for a little bit of entertainment. All the townspeople, I sucked the energy out of them already. They didn't even put up a fight. And that buffoon outside, the only reason that he was of any use for me is because he had something he held dear that I could use to turn him into a zombie. Oop.
And what did Milo have?
Hilarious that you'd think I'd tell you.
You just told me other things. Why not?
Because I'm actively pushing you out of the kingdom. Why would I... What do you take me for, a fool?
Yes.
Alright, he stops with the crystal, and he throws it to the ground and destroys the contingency. And he pulls out his sword.
Oh, God. All right.
He's like, if you want to fight, let's do this.
And I pull out my halberd.
All right. So the earth is trembling more and more. Wolfpack. Is everyone here? Wolfpack Leader 1! Wolfpack Leader 2, reporting in!
I'm here.
Great. So you guys have approached. You notice that the contingency is gone. There's no more force field around the kingdom. But what you guys do see is an Avengers level armada of undead outside waiting for you guys to show up. Led by pretty much led by your boy Roger, who he took the broken part of his sword and attached it to another sword, and he's kind of spinning it like a bow staff.
Okay, I cut out and I missed that part. What happened now?
You got you really missed out on that. You didn't hear what I said when Hennick picked you up with the sword and like threw you to the side.
No.
Stuck it into your butt and was just like prostate exam. No,
No. What happened now?
the Wolf Gang is showing up to
Okay.
like a Avengers level armada of zombies, led by your boy Roger Thanos.
Oh God, I thought I got to him.
So he took the broken sword that you broke, and he put it onto the other half, like the hilt of another sword, to make what looks exactly like Thanos' sword.
Can I go touch Roger? No, touch him. Like, not attack him, but just touch him.
No.
Yeah,
Hey, you're
touch him.
not
Don't
even
touch
here.
him. Trying to kill us.
Touch him. You can 100% touch him. Straight up, the war hasn't started yet. He's standing at the front lines. Your wolf kind of skids up to a side stop and shrinks and starts panting and gets out of breath. And Junko's like, yeah, holding a spell for that long will do that to you. Sorry about that. So you no longer have Giant Wolf, but you guys are Avengers standing there across the field looking at Roger. And Roger kind of starts walking towards you guys to meet in the middle.
I'm gonna go walk towards him. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll just kind of hang back, but still, walking, but still hang back a little bit.
Okay, so the whole, I'm assuming Price and Price and Rothmere. I don't know how I forgot his name. Rothmere kind of looks over at you, Price, and he's like, "Are you ready to take off that bracelet? Because I feel like we're going to be needed big pretty soon." I'll take that as a yeah. Right. So, your boy Roger, his armor is like a zombie version of him. He shows up to meet in the middle, and he goes, "You have been expected, Kanan." Yes, the party is ready. We've put so much work in it for you.
I kind of nudge Kanan.
And you, Sinri. And he holds out his hand for you.
I'm gonna look at Kanan. I'm gonna say, "We gonna have to trust this, and we need Roger to get back to his flirty self. So I'm gonna take my gloves off, and I'm gonna touch his skin." What happened?
Kanan, would you attempt to stop this, or do you want to just see what happens?
No, I wasn't doing anything harmful. I wasn't trying to kill myself.
So I guess, like, do you want to try to stop her from doing this?
Killing myself.
Okay. Oh, this is going to get a lot messier.
Oh,
So
God.
you touch hands with Roger, and immediately necrosis starts to set in on your skin. Because he is transferring the zombification to you through touch.
Of course he is. Of course.
So Roger's becoming more Roger, but Sinri is becoming less Sinri.
Oh.
God. Do I need to roll?
Just like when that old lady touched Milo and transferred the kidney stones to him. This is the same situation, but a lot worse. Because the first thing that you kind of like can visualize, you see that Roger's getting better, but immediately Hinnick appears in your mind, and you can see kind of like a third-person camera of Hinnick fighting Nathan. And Nathan, you see Hinnick do this, and he kind of like looks up into the corner, and he's like, "Good to have you on the team. Make sure none of them make it into the castle." And then he disappears, and then
Oh shit.
Hinnick doesn't disappear. He disappears from her mind.
Mhm.
Now, Sinri, you're a zombie now.
Oh, great. That was.
So,
Whoa.
Kanan, you see this. It immediately takes over, like, necrosis sets into her arm, and it's, like, coming from her fingertips. Yeah, you can try. So the usual spell that, like, kind of comes out of your arm and, like, removes the bad stuff, it hits the skin, and it can't get past it can't actually penetrate the skin. And it's like trying to find a way in, but it's having no luck. And it kind of comes back to you, and you feel as if you didn't actually cast a spell, but you know you did. So you don't have to use the spell slot because it didn't work. So
Mother trucker.
Oh man.
you do be hitting them whammies, don't you?
Yeah, I guess one thing after another. God, Wyatt.
Well, that was like thing number one. The king was just like, "Bruh, don't touch anybody for any reason." I was like, "All right, well, you got Roger back though, and Roger is a pretty cool guy."
I mean, yeah. Where did it go?
That is the sad. We had just got to the big battle.
Oh,
But
man. I'm an idiot.
well, ow! This is getting even worse because now you lost your 20-foot dragon. Ignul is there, by the way. He's kind of hovering, watching this whole thing, making sure that the army doesn't move up. And Roger, like the second he snaps back into it, his armor, like all the dents and scratches and stuff, kind of fills itself out. And he looks over at you and he goes, "We have to get her underground immediately." This army is attempting to kill her, and if she dies, the seal is broken.
Mm.
When it rains, it pours, guys.
When it rains.
How is he gonna touch her with that?
It's good to see that you it's good to see that you know your priorities, Kanan. And he doesn't mean that in a douchebag way. He means that in like a very like you're gonna die for what's right situation. So he scoops up Sinri after putting back on his gloves. And Sinri, you're kind of like, you're not intending to do this, but you can see that your arms are thrashing at him, like trying to rip off his like head, like helmet to get to his neck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good old fashioned zombie style. And he starts like he kind of picks you up like he did in the beginning, and starts running towards the woods. And the zombie army sees this and they advance. So
Jeez.
they do be moving and they do be grooving.
Indeed.
Already. Oh, by the way, I've kept a number theme going for the entirety of the night. So I hope somebody has picked up on that. Well, it started with the 8 people on the team, to the 7 dwarfs, to the 6 sisters.
Ah.
It's almost like it's a countdown of some sort.
Really?
Almost, that might be the only way, actually. So, yeah, because this is at least 300 zombies.
Oh.
Each of them minimum 12 health, maximum 30 health.
Ugh.
So that's like 3,000 health you guys gotta whittle down with a whole armada. Okay, so go ahead and roll initiative.
All of us?
No,
Wait,
you
what?
are about to be... Not you, Zombina. Okay.
Am I still in the middle of fighting?
Yes.
And
You're gonna be rolling initiative too.
do I need to roll initiative?
Mm-hmm. Because both battles are going to be happening simultaneously.
Okay. Mine's an 8.
Oh, okay.
Did you need me to roll too?
Yeah, if you wanted to participate in the fight. If you didn't want to, you don't have to.
Well, I I think I should participate. What are your thoughts on that?
More than likely, that would help, since there's like 300 zombies.
Well, in that case, I got 16.
Okay, yeah. Yep, you did really good. But any word from Trash Man?
Oh. He is like completely he's there, but he can't hear anything. Yeah, that's what I told him to do.
Okay. I'm gonna right back.
I just messaged him. Okay. We'll see what he says. Maybe.
Hello? You guys there?
Can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear you.
Yay!
You guys like me again, whatever.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
Hello? Why?
Does this have a limit on how many people can be on the channel?
No.
Okay.
Tyler, do you want to get Daniel up to speed on where we are?
Yeah, but somebody got turned into a zombie. I'm
I'm back.
attacking you.
Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with that initiative.
Okay. Are we rolling for initiative?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so I don't know if you've been filled in, but there's about 300 zombies in between you and a castle.
300 zombies? Bring it on.
300 zombies coming towards us? Yep. All of them with the power to kill someone hit? Yep. Bring it on.
Alright, let me get back here.
Get back.
What is initiative based on?
It's you have a +3 to it.
+3, so initiative 21.
21. Wow, you actually have the highest initiative out of everybody. Okay, so there do be zombies. You are in the back, pretty much, with Junko Rothmere. Price has went unconscious for some unknown reason. Synth is also unconscious, but due to spell limitations. You just watch Roger, a giant paladin, carry Sinri into the woods past you, and she's turning into a zombie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But the army is charging, at this point, only charging Kanan.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I'll just get
Let me see what I have for equipment here. Turn it on. Okay.
You know what sucks? I have been on mute this whole time. You guys have not, so that's fun.
See what I got here. So you said that I have the highest initiative, so I got to decide what I'm going to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You are about 70 feet away, so if you did one dash action, you could get up there next to Kanan, or you can use a crossbow to try to shoot from a distance.
I think I do have a crossbow, but let me make sure about that. Where do I find?
It'd be under actions, and you've got a light crossbow.
Actions or equipment?
Yeah.
Well, if you do the actions, then you can just roll it from there.
If it's equipped, God.
He got a 24, so step off, Kanan.
22. 22,
Yeah,
not 24. My initiative? Yeah.
No, with the crossbow. I just
okay.
willy-nilly rolled it, but you can roll.
It's okay. If you rolled it, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, perfect. You get 2 of them.
Nice.
However
I did
you'd like
it.
to do.
The
whole army is just oh yeah, we're not gonna fight this anymore. Turns around, and goes home. No. The 2 that are the closest to Kanan, you kind of strike with your bolt and it kills them.
So the bolt goes. It goes through their necks. Goes through the neck of one, sticks in the neck of the other.
wow, it's Daryl from The Walking Dead. So that takes down 2. 298 to go.
I did my part. I'll see you guys.
You actually have 2 actions.
Oh, shoot another bolt if I've got one, if I can load one quickly enough.
Oh yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'll go ahead and just...
I mean, we know for sure that these guys are our enemy. That we're not gonna like befriend them or anything, right?
Correct.
I mean,
I'm not.
they're actively attempting murder upon you.
Yeah, so might as well attack.
And you got another 2, like another 2 people.
Cool. Now I've done my part. Now I'll see you guys later.
4 dead. Only 296 to go. So, who had the next highest initiative?
I had a 19. I don't know who was next.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, you got a 16. Jeremy, you got a like an 8, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Kanan, you're next. You do hear 2, like, after turning back to look towards the army, they are advancing, and you see 4 of them kind of drop to the ground dead from bolts that got shot past you.
Okay. Okay. I am going to. I am going to use the amazing shotgun on my back.
What? You're gonna use the shotgun?
And
it's crazy. It's almost like I set up everybody with like long range weapons, so whenever a giant army of zombies showed up, it'd be useful. I would have been so disappointed if you were like, "I'm gonna hand axe them." Because it's like, oh yeah, it's not like there's gonna be like 50 ones in there to kill you.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna be like, all right, it's about time to use this this thing, and I'm gonna go for it. God, that did not hit. That was a 7. Come on.
It actually did hit.
It did. Okay.
Yeah, you have a +4 to it.
Yeah.
You got a 3?
I got a 3. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No.
Their AC is 8.
Okay. Well, this time I got an 18 + 4, so that did hit.
That actually, if you doubled their HP, you killed multiple of them. So you get 2 as well.
Okay.
The pellets kind of like rain down upon them.
And I'm like, why haven't I used this thing before? And that's my turn.
294 left.
Yeah. 294.
Valerie, you better be able to kill 100 at a time.
I genuinely think that she can.
Okay. Let me look here.
What is an opportunity attack?
If someone is to like dash away, so that's how I take it anyways. You have an opportunity to strike them or something.
Yeah, if they walk away from you, you get to stab them in the back.
Oh, that's fun. Don't you walk away from me.
I see.
I could. Well.
There's like a million different things that could just murder like a huge group of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me.
Lightning bolt.
Okay, I'm just looking at some of my spells. Try something different. If that would be a possibility or no. I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, the spells. Anything you want to use. They're pretty weak zombies, so it's like most of the things really just decimate them.
Okay. How I'm looking on the I'm looking on Beyond. How do I tell what level I'm at?
Any of the ones that you have, like whenever you click on the spells list, any of them that you have, you just hit the cast button and it'll put like little tiny like slot thing. Any of those you have, you can use.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Huh. Well.
Gosh dang, to be a druid level 3. There's one that's literally like you can hear and see a particular creature that you choose that's the same plane existence with you.
I was looking. There's no water nearby, right?
On the other side of the kingdom.
Crap. Well, I could knock some of them out with oh, I just had it. Where to go? Conjure minor elementals, maybe. No, never mind. I don't really know.
A bunch of zombievers.
What's that?
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
I was saying summon a bunch of zombievers to attack.
Ooh, could I? Wait, let me read about this one really quick.
Is it tidal wave?
No, Daniel.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was you that said that. No, Daniel. No, I was looking at I was actually looking at where to go. Mirror image. Would that be something that could be used against them? Because tidal wave wouldn't really work right now, right? Because there's no body of water.
You create the water yourself.
Oh, okay, then forget it. We'll do that. Tidal wave it is.
Bubba Boy. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with like you have very dangerous people working with you. So the tidal wave, literally the lowest amount of damage it can do is kill them. So it kind of makes like you kind of like lift your arms up to rise the water out of the grass, and it's enough water to completely like the water pressure tears apart 20 of them.
Okay.
And it kind of like washes them to the side, and it kind of pushes back the forces a little bit from them charging. So now there's only 274 left to go.
Ooh.
So that's cool.
Whose turn?
Next it would be if you are done with your turn. Oh, you only get one. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yep. I'm out. Yeah.
So that takes a lot of them down. Then we jump inside the castle. It kind of like follow like had a camera, the camera would follow the tidal wave as it kind of hits the zombies, and then it goes past all the zombies into the castle, where it's Dick Van Dyke and they're fighting each other. So your boy Hinnick gets the first hit because he rolled a higher initiative.
Okay. Lay it on me. If he
Just
can.
straight up one-shots you with a gun. He pulls out a bazooka. No. Face this!
Let's see, roll.
He's rolling down the field. He's going to start off with a medley of stabs. So he pulls a sword and he goes ahead and does a stab towards you. And that is a 18 on the stab.
Oh, he barely beat me.
Oh, he barely stabbed me in the chest with a weapon. Okay. He did 16 damage on that.
Yep.
So make sure to write that down.
Are you keeping track of my damage?
Yes.
Okay.
It was kind of weird because he killed you right before he fought you, just to make it a fair fight.
He killed me?
He healed you.
Oh, he healed me. I see.
And then he kind of jumps back. He uses a move to jump back, and he uses a second action to cast Acid Arrow at you.
Okay.
All right, pretty misery. On this. Oh, okay. It missed.
Right.
A shimmery green arrow kind of like flies past you from his hand, and it hits a chair and completely disintegrates the chair.
Oh, jeez. Good deal.
And then your turn next.
Okay. Well, I have my halberd, and I am going to stab at thee.
I
With the stab halberd.
At thee.
Uh, 15. Does that hit?
It does not.
Oh, I have a second attack. So I'm going to use it again. There we go. A 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome.
All right. Good deal. And that does... I'm going to use my extra strength of doom. That does 11 points of damage. And then I'm going to use Action Surge to get a second attack, another attack of Rooney. And I'm going to try to hit him again. Ooh! That is a critical, my friend. And that's 20, so that's 31 points of damage total.
You get him, and like the blade cuts into him. He's like, "Oh my gosh! If I knew you were going to be this much damage, I wouldn't even have brought a sword."
Keep on
he takes
talking, and I'll shove this sword up your ass.
All right, up there. Okay.
I stick it in your bad hole. So is that the end of your turn? Oh god, it's a plus 12 to hit with spell attacks. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so we're gonna jump back over to Portia. The trash.
Oh, trash man.
What's happening?
Ty, it is your turn to strike the zombies.
He said the wrong
All right.
name.
I mean, I've got more crossbow bolts, so
He do be shooting and scooting.
have they closed in on me enough to be close enough for hand to hand?
Some of them have kind of like gotten past the tidal wave that just struck them. So there's like probably about 10 or 12 of them that are like close enough for melee distance if you wanted to fight them melee.
Yeah. I mean, my battle axe does a little more damage.
Well, you're like killing 2 at a time.
Yeah.
But if you roll enough damage with the battle axe, you can kill like 4 of them.
Yeah, let's try that. So.
If one of them gets their hands on you, though, you're done for. I tell you what.
So I rolled a 14 plus. Where is it?
+8.
Huh?
Are you looking for your plus to hit?
Yeah. Plus 8.
Oh, yeah.
So 22.
22? Alright. With the battle axe, right?
Huh?
With the battle axe, right?
Battle axe is 1d8 plus 4. And then, I think, is this. And it has a little shadowed out 1d10 plus 4 under it.
I think you can, like, choose which one you want to swing as.
Okay.
So either a 1d8 plus, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why wouldn't you want to do 1d10 plus 4? But
I thought maybe that was if I did enough damage to one. It was don't I have an ability? Let me check my abilities. Hang. Thought I had one that
action surge, you can do an additional action.
maybe that's what it is.
So you could do 3 attacks instead of one.
Right. Okay. I'll just do as many attacks as I can. Kill some stuff.
We're all counting.
You're
on
gonna
it.
hit. You're gonna hit every single time because your battle axe is +8 and their AC is 8. So like,
Right.
you're gonna hit the zombies each time.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and use your action surge. So you take out 6 of them.
Nice.
There's now, if I did my math correctly, 268 of them left. But you kind of like just got in there. For the dwarfs! Swung and swang. Went all choppy hoppy with it. But there's a lot more than 6 of them at your location.
Right. So I'm still in the midst of a battle with a small group right in front of me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But they don't get their turn yet. It actually jumps over to Kanan.
Cool.
Okay. How many are left?
268.
Okay. Where's Agnil at?
He's up in the sky. He used Junko, and Rothmir used their first turn to get closer to the front lines.
Would it be smart to do it now? That's the question. Can I ask Roger, like message him and see where he's at?
You can, but if you do, that'll jump over to their little segment.
Oh,
Oh, I don't want them to play. Screw them. Screw Roger. No. JK in you, bro.
like it's futile right now. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna message him to see if he's gotten her to a safe place.
Okay. So while this kind of battle is happening, Sinri, Roger has kind of got you in the woods at this point. This boy's fast. And he kind of sets you on. He puts like a big log on your lap, where you can't strike him.
Oh.
And he kind of stands there and he's like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right? I know whenever you're under the spell you can't speak, but if there's any way you could communicate with me."
I'm gonna like not kick at him, but kick at the ground, like dig my heel in. I don't know, or blink or something. I'll try to do something so he can catch it.
Your body can blink. Your brain can think and your body can blink. That's about it.
Okay. I blink once for I'm okay.
Okay, so one blink, okay, two blinks, or one blink yes, two blink no, correct?
And I blink one.
That's Nathan just getting rocked in the castle. So, I'm going to leave you here. Is that all right?
I blink 3 times.
We immediately disregarded the rules we've set up. I have no clue what that means.
I guess I'm trying to like blink to ask him a question. That's why I didn't go with yes or no.
Right. He like after you like looking at him, he's like, "What? Like, okay, so I can't leave? Maybe? Is it something you need? Like in the woods here, or like with me?"
Wait, he's asking if there's something I need with him?
Like, do you need him to do anything? Like, maybe lift a log to set you free, or like stab you through the chest with a sword, or
Why
burn
would I
the
have
forest
him?
down around?
God.
Why would I have him stab me?
I don't know.
I look at him and I blink twice. No.
Okay. All right. So you just want me to stay here?
Yes.
Fair enough. Do you feel as if your friends can handle that many zombies?
No.
Contradictions.
I can't say what I really want to say, which is I really don't want to be by myself, but I know you guys need help. So.
So, I don't believe that you would be so heartless as to say let them die. I'm assuming you just don't want to be alone right now.
Yes. Blink one.
Yes, the thing I just told you.
Yes. You just what are you doing?
He's like, well, if they don't receive help, there's a chance that they'll die.
I blink once for like, yes, I know. And I kind of blink again to try to say go. But I can't do anything.
The Hennick spell has kind of like lifted a little bit, just a tiny hair where you can like move more of your head. So I'm assuming you kind of did like a nod, like leave kind of nod.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, don't worry, I will be back for you." And he picks up his dual-bladed sword and kind of runs back towards the fight. And while that happens, he gets a call from your boy Kanananan. And he's like, "Hello, Kanan. What is it?"
Is Sinri safe?
She is safe. She can't hurt herself, and she's far enough away from the battle that the zombies will not be able to reach her.
All right. Are you?
Hope so.
Are you safe? Are you far enough away?
I'm returning to the battlefield at this moment.
Roger, I need you to do something. I need you to take care of Sinri. Stay there.
What are you doing?
So many mixed signals. You can kind of hear that, like, it's choked up, but it's more out of confusion than anything. It's like, what? What are you doing?
Tell Sinri that it's gonna be okay.
No!
Tell her that.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he kind of like you can hear him slow down running through the woods.
Tell her that.
Tell her yourself. Get your big dumb butt back.
Tell her that hopefully this fixes everything.
No!
And that I love her. And then I get off the comm.
All right.
No!
And
The sadness has entered the chat.
Do we jump back over to the fight, or what do we do?
Not yet.
Okay.
After you're kind of sitting there, the spell is kind of loosening. Almost like all of the energy battlefield is kind of being drawn into one entity. For some weird, strange reason. But so you're kind of like regaining more of your ability to move. But you hear a familiar jingle, jingle, jangle come up behind you.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
And it's your boy, the Jester. And he kind of swings his legs over and sits down on the stump or the log, like on the other end of it. He's like, "So, seems as if you found yourself in a bit of a pickle."
Can I breathe at all?
Yeah, he's on the end of it, where like just a
Okay.
tiny bit of pressure hit you.
Okay, I'm like, nice to see you again. What is it this time that I can not try to kill myself?
Well, it'd actually be quite nice if you did, but that's completely on a different note. Wouldn't want to ruin the fun too fast. So all those zombies, that Hinnick, I don't know if you ever met him, but Hinnick, he's decided that he would like to avenge all of the things that you and Kanan ruined. But your new friend Nathan decided to change that. So a bit of this and that, but a lot of humor. And you notice that the only thing that's really changed about him is he's now wearing a necklace that has it's like a statuette, like of just Sven's face.
So, what's that around your neck? And how did you get
Oh,
it?
I'm keeping Sven real close. Don't want to kill him yet. Figure I might make a game out of it later.
So, why is he important to you again?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. He's me from a different timeline. He's the other half, my yin to my yang. I kill him, I get all of his powers, move on to the next world, kill them, move on to the next world, kill them, move on to the next world. You know how it is.
So, if it's a game, why do you want to kill all of them and be the most powerful? I mean, wouldn't you want to try to save that and try to move forward like that instead of, I don't know, killing all of your alternate selves? Maybe.
Well, there's a bit of a thing called reincarnation. Whenever you die, you get brought back to life into something. Oftentimes, you don't have the same memories, and sometimes you don't even have the same personalities. But whenever you kill yourself in a different timeline, reincarnation stops working on it. And each time I jump to a planet, there's always a group of people who decide that they want to stop. You can probably figure out who that group is here.
No, I have no idea who that would be. Okay. Why did you mess with my tattoo and my prophecy? And how did you do it?
Way to jump to conclusions, but you know, I think that's better left for another time, right?
Oh, no. If you have time,
And he kind of like looks over.
dadgummit. What?
He like looks over at you.
Okay. Since this apparently is not part of your stroll to have just a small little chat with me, please don't kill my family. That sounds like a weird thing to ask for, but please don't.
Who might you consider your family?
Definitely Kanan and Synth. I love those two very much. And I'll have a different fondness for Rothmere. And I don't know if I'd consider Junko that. Maybe Junko. And my deities. Now, our new friends, they're more friends than family because I haven't spent a lot of time with them. But if you have to kill someone, who would you pick to kill? And I squint my face when I say that, like,
After this love, I'll decide to kill Synth, Rothmere especially. Definitely those two annoying deities. They would not shut up while we were in stasis. And then you, very last, just to make sure you watch all of it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, there you are.
happened? What did you say?
Oh, no one. I won't kill anyone at all. No one will get hurt.
He said he would kill everybody.
He did?
Especially in front of you. Just to make sure that you see.
Are you there?
He kind of sits up, and he's like, well, I don't want to miss the fireworks. Toodaloo. And he kind of walks off in the woods. And while that's happening, your boy Kanan is doing something.
Yep.
Commander
Stuff that
Kanan.
he shouldn't be doing.
I kind of yelled towards everyone on the battlefield who was on my side. I tell them to retreat. And I called down to Igneo, or I guess call up to Igneo. And I said, Igneo, I need your help to right the wrongs of this land. To purify the souls that are here, and to rid this world of any darkness.
No.
I'm ready to make the ultimate sacrifice.
As everyone's kind of like falling back, Igneo gives you a very stoic but proud look. And he kind of swoops down behind you and lands.
Okay.
And you just hear him scream, "It's morphin' time!" No, but you do feel that your Avenger's Fury, it like activates, but in a weird way where it's still inside of you. And the grass below you starts dying very quickly, and like a bunch of energy just siphoned into you. If you ever played Skyrim, it's absorbing and tranquil.
Okay.
So the second after like all the energy kind of goes into you, you can feel like you are about to explode with energy. And then I will let you just how this works.
No.
So the way I see it in my head is as that happens, I guess from everybody else's point of view, like they kind of see a weird like fusion of like me and Igneo becoming one being, and there's like fire around us,
fusion,
and slowly like the dead army starts to deteriorate, and
you snap them out of existence.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am Iron Man with my fingers.
And I don't know, DM is up to you. I don't know if that reaches into the castle or not to get rid of Hinnick. But any darkness in that area is basically eliminated. So just imagine like a huge like forest or field fire. That's kind of what's happening.
No. You promised you wouldn't.
It does reach into the castle, and Nathan, you feel like your circuit's like almost draining for a few seconds, like something sucking energy out of you, and then kind of like a fire, but like it doesn't burn anything, reaches into the castle, and Hinnick flips out. He books it. Like he the sword into the ground and throws the crown to the side. And he just doesn't even say anything. He turns and just as fast as he possibly can flees the castle.
What a douche.
Hey, he's all about self-preservation this whole time. He ain't gonna die. Nuke.
Okay.
Like, dang it.
Okay.
But he do be running.
He do be running.
And I assume the army's gone at this point.
Yeah, they kind of do the like. Kind of like turned it fall, and your body is doing practically what Iron Man's did in Endgame.
Oh, failing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and so yeah, after that happens, I imagine I just kind of fall to the ground at that point, and I feel like Igneal's gone, um, and I feel like I'm holding on, like just barely.
Oh.
The room, like a spiritual form floated up from you. Gave a last like, I'm proud of you, son. Off, baby. You're not. That is the end of Igneal and Kate. If anyone who's there would like to speak with him.
Chapter stupid log.
What happened?
Hello. Captain's log. Trash man. You kind of see like what happened, and you see him go down. You two portion. Rothmere, and so and Hades and Verdansk are preoccupied at this moment, trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of people. And Rothmere gets over to you, and he pulls a roadie moment, and he kind of like gets you. He's like, no, you can't die on me, man.
You cut out. What was that? Oh no.
You gotta stay with us, man. You can't die on me now.
Like I'm barely holding on. Where's Sinri?
Roger took her into the woods. I'm not sure.
Take me to her.
Helps, but Junko and Rothmere kind of both pick you up. And they start bringing you through the woods. You're the only one that can see this, but you do see the jester kind of like strolling out of the woods towards the castle.
Okay,
and he kind of looks over at you and gives you like a oh, okay nod.
Okay.
And then, you guys get to almost a clearing where you see Roger, who's been dismembered entirely. His body has been like painted red and green.
Of course.
But Rothmere and Junko have kind of like, we're going to deal with that later. We got to get him to Sinri. So they can pack Roger's body. And you see you girl, zombie virus is log on sitting there. And Sinri, you see Junko and Rothmere dragging almost nearly lifeless Kanan.
What am I doing at this point?
Reveling in your glory. I'm assuming rushing over to Milo, because he didn't disintegrate, but he did like kind of fall over and like untangle. And it seems like life is weak to him more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stabs.
Okay.
I want to try to cast. I mean, I know I'm underneath a log, and I want to cast Cure Wound and a 3rd level spell.
Okay. Your green, like your aura is green, and it kind of reaches out. Like it reaches out towards him, but it's confused on what to do, and it kind of goes back into you like there's no target in the first place.
What? No! 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 I will try it again. Does it
The
know?
same thing happens where the come out and they don't even reach for anything. They come out and they're like, we don't know what to do, and they go back in.
No! I can't do anything. I'm lying on top of me. What am I supposed to do?
Zenri.
Kanan?
Like, I'm looking pretty bad right now, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like straight up, like if you were left on the battlefield, we'd just assume you were dead already.
Gotcha. It's gonna be okay.
What did you do?
I made up for everything. I fulfilled my purpose here.
You can't leave. You made a promise that you wouldn't. So you can't leave.
I physically won't be here, but I'll be here in spirit.
No. I can't take this emotional compromise.
What?
What did you say?
I said I can't take this emotional compromise.
Judah kind of like set Kanan down to the side and has been log off of you now.
Good, and I'm gonna go be with Kanan for a minute, and I don't care that I don't have gloves on.
Oh well, at this point he's practically a ghost. Nothing to transfer. No soul.
Mm-mm. I do hand her my my emblem if I can. And I say, carry this with you. That way you know I'm there.
Oh. You have to stay. Who's gonna look after Synth?
I have a feeling she can take care of herself.
And who's gonna watch my bedside while I sleep?
You don't need me anymore. There's no reason to run.
Yes, I do. We're supposed to go back to the way things were. And look for Boris. You can't leave me by myself.
I'll be here. You've got Rothmere and Junko, Bryce, and you've got Portia and Trashman. You've got Synth.
It's not the same.
Maybe different's
What did
good.
I don't want to go without you. I'm gonna just keep holding him tight, yes. And I just start crying.
And by the way, you died.
What?
You can die at any
I can die? What you said?
if you
Oh.
if you want to dramatically.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
just, the last thing
conversation.
I'm gonna say is I'm gonna...
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not rushing you at all. I'm just saying,
Oh, no.
like, I don't want to have to, like, make you think, like, I guess I'm still alive because DM hasn't killed me yet.
No, I'm gonna, I guess if she holds me, I'm gonna slowly, like fade, but look at her one last time and say, I love you.
Aww.
And then, like, I fall asleep. And I never wake up.
You know, when you die, you poop yourself.
That's what I was about to say. It's like, okay, so before rigor mortis sets in, let's have this.
Way to ruin a sweet moment, Daniel. Way to ruin it.
Makes it that much more intimate, man.
So, while this very touching moment happens, you got Nathan chilling like over here, standing over Milo.
Okay. Is he basically lifeless or?
Yeah, he's still looking to him, but
Mm-hmm. I kind of look down and like, Miles, are you in there?
hey, buddy, it's been a while.
Hey. Yeah, it has. You look different. You kind of shrunk.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, all this time, I thought you had betrayed me. I don't know why. That was my last image when I was in that crater of you walking away. And I was here to kill you until I seen you and then realized that I could have been trying to save you instead.
Well, they always said that be one of the mushier guys once you got past the hard center. Remember what they said in the platoon. Sometimes a lot of doorway you victim.
Yeah. So, like, is he basically kind of doing the Kanan thing, dying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'm like, so, I mean, do you want me to you and tell you, I don't know, I guess, I mean, you're dying and stuff, or what do you want me to do?
You always had a very about you. I want you to tell that kid that I'm so sorry for this thing they made me do.
Okay.
He
Okay.
didn't
We didn't really get off on
deserve
the right
to
foot.
remind me of you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like George back back when we used to girls.
Well, I can try to do that for you. We really didn't get off on the right foot, but I'll find them and I'll tell them.
I
Is there anything
want you
else I can do?
to tell it. I just want to know that before I completely cross over, that he knows that I'm genuinely sorry.
Okay.
And
I'll do it.
awesome task. Thank you.
God dang it.
And here, something you remember me by. And he pulls out his dog tags that he had, which has been transformed into a strange amulet in this world.
And I grab him, and is it like the thing where I can put it around my neck, or just the amulet still?
He kind of like it does like a video glitch.
Get down.
And really back in tags.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
I see.
it goes from amulet to dog tags whenever you grab them.
And I'm like, thank you, friend. And I put them around my neck.
One last thing. Make sure to put Cap and Hinnick for me. And he kind of, like, as he says that, his eyes kind of drift off. Finishes dying.
Like anything for you. And I kind of do the, like, closing the eyes thing. And I get up and try to find group, or well, I don't even know if that they showed up, or do I know that they showed up?
Yeah, you could. It was kind of like a weird bond whenever like energy started getting sucked up. You kind of felt what was going on outside. But as you kind of stand up, the doors behind you like fling open, and you turn around and you're met with your boy, the Jester.
Oh. And I turn around and is like, what the hell are you?
Well, it's very funny that you mentioned that. I'm a man who I think can help you.
Oh, really? What can you do to help me?
Well, your little buddy wanted 2 things before he died, right? Hinnick dead.
Yes.
And apologized.
You cut out on that last part. What did you say?
And an apology. Now, I don't know you. You're not part of my usual. You're not part of my usual gallery of people I have to kill. I'm gonna give you a choice.
Okay.
No other choice.
I said okay.
You can either join the others and possibly die, or you can all this now.
What'd you say in that last part? You're cutting out really bad. Or maybe I am.
Or
I heard join the others and die or something.
join the others and possibly die, or walk away from everything right now and never look back.
Oh. And I assume if I walk away, like, what, you'll give me what I want?
I won't kill you.
That means nothing to me. You
Well, then
have
it seems
to,
like you've already made up your decision.
and before I say anything else, if I'm able to, I want to pull out my antimatter rifle and aim it at him and shoot him in the face.
Do it.
Okay.
So you don't need to roll dodge.
Oh, okay.
The bullet, like the beam, hits him directly in the face, and to you, it like completely blows a hole through his whole head.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of puts down from where he was like attempting a handshake, and a vortex opens up inside of his face, and begins pulling. And it
begins pulling what?
It begins pulling you, and it gets you up off your feet. And you can hear him laughing as you get sucked into the vortex. And while this is happening,
I was gonna say, as I was being pulled through, can I pull out my 2 revolvers and shoot him as I'm being pulled into the vortex?
Oh yeah, each shot kind of hit him, go in him, but he is off.
Oh man, you were cutting out bad.
Mm-hmm.
So like it pulls you in feet first as you're kind of like being pulled, shooting him, and while this is happening, that touching scene is deathward by Kanan's body. Kind of like it doesn't disappear, but it does become ethereal. Since it's in the woods, he actually is still alive as a guest.
Okay. So I'm still being pulled in.
What am I hearing?
Yeah. Like you're coming the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. What the hell?
And did you also say that Kanan didn't die? Like there's enough energy that he doesn't die?
You perked her
You
up.
guys are in the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and the main ability is life.
Is what?
But life after death.
Oh, okay.
Just like how the Lady of the Lakes, Knight in Shining Armor, lives on in the Forbidden Forest.
Oh yeah.
Now Kate's kind of trapped here.
Oh no.
But it kind of does like this, like Obi-Wan showing up as a Force ghost, but you kind of see Kanan like start to materialize, but then a vortex opens up behind, and it pulls Rothmere, Junko, and Senri through the wall, and it leaves Kanan behind.
Oh, shit.
And if you
Something
guys
about
can hear the same maniacal laughing as the jester usually.
Serena, what'd you say?
something about Obi-Wan's ghost. That's all I heard.
No,
And
that's how Kanan is being seen. Is like how Obi-Wan, after he died, like he's kind of like that Force ghost,
Force ghost.
Oh, okay.
and then you
That
get sucked
sucks.
into a
But he
vortex.
gets left behind. No, everyone does.
Yeah, everyone except for Kanan.
So, the second, like, you guys kind of cross the threshold, you fall through a multiverse of, like, everything starts to get altered. It's almost exactly like what happened whenever you fell through the beach. But now it is from a, like, standing position, and you're fully conscious of it. So the world is rewriting itself in front of you. And where you're back on solid ground, you see Senri, Rothmere, kind of standing there in like gladiatorial, and you also see Nathaniel standing like relatively far away in gladiator, and you guys are in the middle of a coliseum.
Oh.
And the only things populating the stands are a bunch of versions of the Jester. But it's not really to the Jester. Oscar, like a bunch of dead bodies are kind of like up. And then the main Jester steps out of like a king's booth. He's like, "All right, is where the game begins."
No.
And that is where it is. Something.
No!
Indeed, my friend.
No!
It's okay.
Gladiatorial combat. Oh, sorry.
Huh?
It kind of like all the characters are standing there. I almost forgot. All the characters are kind of standing there, and the king.
And the king what? Guys?
Yeah, the king? The king? No! Wyatt? Bray Wyatt, where you at? Wyatt! Hello? Is everyone else still there?
I'm here.
He's talking this whole monologue and he's no.
Hello.
We heard the king.
What?
Hola.
Wyatt?
There he is.
Did it cut out?
Oh yeah, you said something about the king and then it just cut out.
Oh, that's a weird place for it to go cut out at. Not the king, I meant the jester. But the jester steps up and is like, "Wait, before this, you'll need this." And he holds up the box that usually holds Senri, holds synth, and like chucks it into the middle of the arena in front of you, Senri. And then like does like a curtain closed, and that's the end of the season 2. It's like a post-credit scene almost.
That's very important.
Yeah.
It's very important.
post-credit scene.
Man. That was rough. That was really rough.
God.
I was legit crying, by the way.
Yeah, I had to go check on her.
Why you gotta do this to her?
What?
This is all your fault. You could have just not died.
Yeah, Kanan.
And then we would have been fighting zombies for like an hour.
You actually would have been overran. I just am close enough to actually start taking on you guys. Hit from them. You would have been a zombie. One successful hit, anyways.
Man.
That's why I threw a believable.
Yeah. Everyone turned into zombies.